What's up, Soul Squad? Did I say what's up, Soul Squad? I don't know. I'm gonna be doing something. But I don't know. Y'all, guess what? Before we get started on this vlog on why I'm homeschooling my son, let me go make my morning drink, and I'm gonna take you guys along with me. Alright, guys, we're in the kitchen. I'm about to cut off the butts of these lemons so they can fit inside my little lemon juicer that I use to squeeze. I love my lemon juicer. I got it from Amazon. Now, the recipe for this is not going to be in the description because remember, this is not a cooking channel. It's my vlog channel. Excuse me. And I'm just showing you guys a piece of my morning routine as of 3 days. Excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Uh, um, I got this recipe from this channel called Pure Beauty Tips. Pure Beauty Tips. And basically, what this is supposed to do, guys, with these lemons and what I'm about to show you guys, it's supposed to help with your belly fat and side fat. Now, we all know nothing help with that weight loss thing, but the way you got to change the way you eat and then do some type of, routine exercise or whatever. But majority of it, too, is more about change the way you're eating. And I know you guys say, here she go again. Okay, that's my prerogative. On here I go again. Not being smart. Because I know, because that's how I will be thinking if I see somebody constantly doing something. But it's just what it is, guys. You fall off, you fall back, and you got to catch up again. But I'm just going to do this. Right now, I'm squeezing these lemons into this bowl. I'm using more lemons than recommended for this particular serving size because my son always want to get in on something. He said he want to do some belly fat, side fat too. That's my baby who edit my videos. And so I'm using 3 lemons. And I should have actually doubled up on 4 because in the original recipe she used 2. But I'm just using all the remaining lemons that I have left. Got to go bulk shopping because if I'm going to do this twice a day, I need that big bag of lemons to make this happen for twice a day. So this is only my 2nd day doing this. And say do it twice a day. Within 30 days, you should see some type of results behind this. Again, it's supposed to concentrate on your belly area and your side area. You pinch more than what you pinch. That special K pinch. I got a special K pinch for your butt. Okay. So also, so at this point, if I squeeze out, forget you. I gotta do dishes. Don't worry about that. It's never ended in the house when it comes to dishes. And I need some new knives. I thought that paring knife was gonna work, but I grabbed this bread knife for everything because it has some red juice on it. So basically, after you squeeze all the juices out the lemon, you're supposed to really just cut the lemons up in small pieces. I had 3 lemons, so that's why I'm cutting up these 3 lemons. And I hope this worked. I hope, because I really want to share it with my son. If he really want to do it, hey, I'm not going to stop him. I'm going to try, encourage anything that the family want to do. And if it works, it works. And I hope, guys, it works. Because I'm telling you, this thing is taut, okay? So, now I cut the lemons up. Okay, we do cinnamon sticks. I bought these cinnamon sticks. They're pretty cheap, about 81 cents a bag. And you need some bay leaves, and the bay leaves about 81 cents too. So I bought a couple of bags of each of these. And so now let me just get my pot of water. So this is my pot of water on the stove. And at this point, I'm turning the stove on, and I'm turning on a medium. Because it says you got to boil it for 10 minutes with the lemons and everything. So I'm going to throw all my lemons in here into the pot and all the lemons. Yeah, this looks like a hot lemon water. But I do believe this works because I had an aunt maybe a year and a half ago, 2 years ago. She had lost weight. And I'm like, how you lose weight? She said, girl, drinking hot lemon in the morning. She said, I boil my lemons and stuff. She said, I pour hot water into my lemons. She said, and I drink it every morning. But she didn't mention anything about cinnamon sticks and bay leaves. I actually found this particular recipe again on YouTube. YouTube is the main stepping stone for everything. So I'm throwing my bay leaves in. Now in the video, in the link, her bay leaves were bigger. And this little package, they're smaller. So I'm just throwing in a couple of these bay leaves. She only used one big long one, broke it down. I didn't have the big long ones. I had these little small ones. So I threw a couple of them in there. And now I think I'm about to do my cinnamon stick. Because she had a long cinnamon stick. I got this one little cinnamon stick and I am breaking it up into different pieces and just incorporate it into the my whole I want to say solution. It's not a solution. My whole remedy, and I'm just gonna stir it up and I'm gonna let it boil, guys. Now once it boils, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. So yeah, let it boil for about 10 minutes. I do believe it's 10 minutes. And here you go again. And this is what it looking like, guys. Is at a raging boil. I let it boil for 10 minutes. And yeah, and I'm strain it and pull it into my cup. Yes, Soul Squad. This is my Wednesday vlog, guys. So this is the tea. Well, the hot lemon cinnamon bay leaves. When I tell you the smell is so amazing, the smell is so amazing. Mm-hmm. Okay, guys, because I'm in a house. I said there's no reason why I can't do a vlog. So you saw the title. I haven't eaten yet, so this is early in the morning when I make this video. You're supposed to do this twice a day. The link to the young lady Pure Beauty Tips, because I'm not trying to tell you guys how to do it. I hope I'm doing it right. So I'm gonna get a link in the description below. It's supposed to help you with your belly fat and side fat, along with whatever. Stop doing this, stop doing that, and just and just walk. I may show you guys a walking video. I'm not sure, but I'm gonna work on this first. Y'all said, "Here she go again," but that's okay. Y'all ain't gotta do it. I'm just showing you. Hey, it's a vlog, so I'm showing you what I've been doing for the last 2 days in the morning before I get started. So yes, so you saw the title, and it is why I decided to homeschool my son. He's in 11th grade this year. Yay! He worked very, very hard to get there. With all his accolades and everything, IEP and all that stuff. So I'm so very proud of him. But I told you guys this once before. The government can say, yes, it's time to send your kids back to school. Oh, they can say that. They really can. But it's up to you as a parent whether or not you feel safe, whether or not your children feel safe, whether or not you're okay with taking kids back to school. Now, point case for me is that I don't feel safe about, even though by the time I see this video, I'm half vaccinated. I got my one shot. I go back in my other shot of Pfizer. And on the 16th, so I'll be going back in that second shot. But even then, I still want to be, I say it looks like Jackson something. I don't know what happened. I don't know. I see something coming down on my thing. I try to and yeah, so I'm just not comfortable right now in these streets, okay? For my mom repast, the funeral, we made it private. You tried to make us comfortable. The numbers was good. Everybody who came walked away healthy the way they came. No one ended up catching anything. And I thought that was success. But then when you think about a school building, with a whole bunch of teachers, a whole bunch of students, and you're looking at either 300 to 500 kids in the school, along with staff and everything. Also, about 400 or 500 people in the school. I'm trying to figure out how can we not get this pandemic up in the school. I know personally, I'm not gonna put nothing out there, but personally, I know within my family, somebody has went back to school and now they're quarantined because their teacher has it. And that's just why I'm not sending my my son to school. That's just not why. So I applied for homeschool, guys. I applied for homeschool, and I'm gonna show you guys in the next clip on who I applied, because I want to make sure. I think it's called Varsity. It's called Varsity Tutors. .com. I'm gonna show y'all the clip, their homepage, and I just did an online search because I knew that I may not be qualified to teach my son or get him the proper education that he needs to have. But guess what? At the end of the day, I'm going to see how much it costs. If it costs too much, I'm going to pull my resources together and try to make this work. My daughter-in-law, who is a high school graduate and who has a couple of years of college credits, she was planning on homeschooling her daughter anyway once she turned 5. But they already started homeschooling Anais. And Anais is very smart to be 3 years old. And so she's on board with helping me get Jackson together. So what I did to put together a plan for Jackson is that he ended up, and let me tell you the reason why I did homeschool, because let me just backtrack, and I'm sorry, let me just backtrack real quick. Because DC, I live in Washington, DC, our current mayor, they were always talking about options up until school start. They were always talking about options. I even got a call 3 weeks prior to school, Jackson, stop, what my options would be, and I chose to do virtual. And then time came to come to school, they said, nope, virtual is not on the list anymore. She changed it. No one called to let me know. So on the day school was time to go on the 28th or the 30th, when school started in August, we weren't ready. I didn't purchase or buy any type of school clothes, no haircuts, no shoes, no anything, because I was like, okay, we're doing virtual. My concentration is on making sure he has his laptop, making sure, he got his pencils or whatever that he need to do. And he had all that stuff from last year. And so my idea was not even on it. Then I was already set for homeschool. In my mind, I'm thinking safety, no in-school services and all that stuff. Then they tell me, oh, why your son not in school? Because he's doing virtual. No. They took that option away. They decided that they weren't doing virtual. But when you was going to call to let me know, y'all dropped the ball, because then I could have been applied for homeschooling for him back in August, early part of August. And so she said, well, the mayor decided that she wasn't going to do it. But, excuse me. But I'm trying to let this cool down, y'all. It's really, really sour, but I drink it straight. But you can't get virtual. You have to pull off a form off of Ozzy, which is our school superintendent office. It's called Ozzy. And you have to take it to the doctors, let the doctors fill it out. Then you got to send it back into the school superintendent office, and then they'll approve whether or not your child can get virtual school through DC public school system. I said, I'm not doing all that. Yes, my son did have issues because we've been in the house almost 2 years, and he's really not comfortable with going out. He does have some type of anxiety thing going on. I told you guys once before how even when he was doing virtual, he took the time out and he recognized that he needed to talk to someone, that he opted out and he called the school counselor and was talking to a school counselor. But since then, he has gotten a lot better. But he himself still is not comfortable with being in the school with a whole lot of people. So I said, you know what? Y'all ain't got to tell me, but one time I got on board. I went to the to Ozzy school superintendent website. I fill out the homeschool papers. I did my waiver. I showed them who I'm gonna be working with. I gave them a 90-day calendar of curricular activities of work. And what I did, I based his sign up on the varsity tutor program, on the schedule that they had provided for him for the 11th grade year. So that way I know that he is getting the correct information as far as his education level for the 11th grade. So I went off that schedule. I changed a couple of things around because I researched a lot of things. They had him in AP English, which is advanced AP advanced progress or advanced something. They had him in AP English, language arts. I'm like, language and composition or something on the schedule. And I was like, no, we can't do AP because he is on the IEP. I explained all this stuff to varsitytutors.com, and they handle all of that. Kids, I say, because he needs the extra time or a little bit one-on-one, or he needs some extra time to either finish a task or a progress. Man, they was like, we good, we got you. He would be okay. Even too, with the point, so we switched some things around. He has his schedule. He start class next week, and it was very cheap, guys. Okay, for 6 weeks, it was $180 for 6 weeks for Algebra 2 and trigonometry. He's be taking that. And it was $180. But If you buy 2 packages, it was like a discount. I think 40%. What made the class come to 144? You a 20%, 40%, whatever made the class go. Each class go down to 144. Then they had payment plans. You didn't have to pay for the whole thing up front. You could pay every 3 weeks to split it down. So what I did is that I paid for the whole English class, which was 144, and I paid $72 for the math class for the first 3 weeks, and then next 3 weeks, I'll go ahead and pay that other price off. So right now, I have his whole schedule starting from September 13th up to October the 21st or something like that. And it's for 6 weeks. And the price, I thought the pricing was just good. Even without the discount, $180 every 6 weeks to give up to pay for your child education, to make you feel safe, to make your child feel safe, even if the government don't want to make them feel safe. And all the stuff that I ordered from Amazon, there's no way I could not say, yes, I can invest into my child's future. So that's what I did. So Jackson is still home, still at home. He's still virtually learning. And what I did is that I went and I looked at some stuff on let me tell you, YouTube is amazing. They got homeschool people doing this, doing that. And then I'm trying to find me a homeschool group on Facebook for older children. Because remember, Jackson is 17. He's 16, going on 17. October the 16th, his birthday. And he's in the 11th grade. So homeschooling him is totally different from when you're homeschooling first graders, preschoolers, and stuff like that. You know, you gotta high school kids is totally different. You gotta build no more, and then the next thing start. And what I like about this is that when I look at a lot of YouTube videos, they were saying get out that traditional schooling mindset. Because you're homeschooling, you can actually do the same type of curricular activities, but do it in your own way. Excuse me. So since he's with a program, Jackson don't even start school until 1 o'clock. He take English Monday, Wednesdays, no math Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays at 1, and he take English Tuesdays and Thursdays. So I got him a whole schedule. So he's busy. And in between those hours, he'll be either concentrating on he still got to do environmental science, and also environmental science and world history, US history. And so that's what me and Jeline gonna come in at, is that we're gonna come in at trying to help him with his world history. I mean, even at this point too, I'm thinking I may add world history onto it. If I get some extra money and stuff, do 6 weeks of world history or something, because I love the price. The price is only $180 for 6 weeks, and so he could take more than one class. Each class is an hour and a half, so he could throw right after he do on Mondays, after he do his math. He could take, I think they may have a break in between, then he goes straight to world history. So I'm thinking that I'm going to add U.S. world history geography on there, because that was part of his 7th grade schedule. But I'm not going to add that on just now. I got to get my finances together. So I'm going to add it on there, U.S. history, because I want to have as much as his stuff covered that's possible. So I will be adding his U.S. history geography class on there for those 6 weeks. Yeah, honey, I'm paying. Yeah, it's just like at the end of the day, it's almost like I'm paying for private school or whatever. But in the day, this is still cheaper going through them. So the days that he don't have work or he in between classes, he be complete work assignments. He better do his reading and everything. So yeah, and I am going to keep him, me and Jalene's going to help him with his vocabulary, so that his vocabulary can be extended, giving him vocabulary tests, pulling stuff straight out the dictionary. I mean, this is an on-set type situation. Now, this is go as we learn situation. I think we got it. Between the professionals that I'll be paying for and what me and my daughter-in-law will be doing, he is going to be good. He is going to be good. And I found out, I like this price because they help with the portfolio. Because honestly, the school superintendent office said you can or may not be, it's subject to computer lottery pulling, that you could be brought up for audit in 6 months, which is around January. But if you don't get a letter, don't worry about it. But they told me keep his portfolio up. Guess what? The tutor people said they can help me with that. They help keep the portfolio up. And then when it's time for you to get audited, they will send you a copy of all his classes and his work and assignments that I could give to the Aussie department. Come on, $180 every 6 weeks with all this, and they help you keep your portfolio up. This is not a paid promotion. I am so excited that I was able to afford to leave my son at home and for us to really be safe, us to feel safe and be safe. And I am so happy about this, y'all. I am so happy about this. And then, ooh, let me tell you, this is tangy, y'all. There's no honey, no sugar, no nothing. And it tastes good, warm, going down in your throat. And I don't know what it's supposed to do, but it's supposed to do something. It's supposed to help with this, with your belly and side fat. I'm going to see. It's a like do it 30 days. And like I said, I only been supposed to do it twice a day. I only been doing it once a day because I gotta go shopping. I need to get a bulk lemons so I can have a lot of lemon, a lot of cinnamon, a lot of bay leaves. Well, right now, I'm just doing it once a day because what I have on hand, but I got to go shopping. Let me take you guys with me. Oh, yeah. So this is the reason why I decided to homeschool my son. Now, as far as WashingtonTutors.com, I don't know if they do other states or they just in the DMV area. I just went online and I looked up tutoring because I knew that I needed to do something. And it's like God sent that. It was just like, as soon as I went online, it was there, bam, in my face, guys. Bam, in my face. So I was like, wow. And it locked up. My man was telling me, it's a lot of this going on. There's a lot of reasons why we were high value. Our classes are filling up. Jack said just snatched the last Algebra 2 class. He just barely made it into the English class, but his English class is 8 o'clock at night. And I told the man I didn't care. Tuesday, Thursday, 8 p.m., he ain't doing nothing. He could take an hour and 30 minutes to do English. But he is on the waiting list. So if something come up earlier than that he could go to the earlier class and doesn't change, no price change or nothing like that. So he is on the wait list. So if something come up early for English, midday around about 1, 2, even in the morning, comes up, he'll be on the list to grab it. But until then, yeah. So right now, he's starting school on Monday the 13th. I had to get everything together because school was last minute. So I was last minute waiting on to get approval for the homeschool, but I got approval and everything. And this is why I decided to homeschool my son, because we're not comfortable being in the school. Again, on a personal level, I'm not saying no names. I know personally someone who's in school. Yeah, I got to blow my nose. Jackson, where's some tissue? Whew, my nose is dripping. Where's some tissue? I blow my nose. And right now, they child us out of school because the actual teacher has it. It's too much. I don't want to go through that. It's too much. Maybe I blow my nose again. Excuse me, y'all. Okay, guys. While I get my tissue, let's just talk about the tutoring app. Just take a look at the app. I'm going through it with you guys. Again, it's called VarsityTutor.com. They're in the DC area. I'm hoping they may be in other states. I like this after school clubs. I mean, it got a little bit of everything for your kids. So yeah, so take a look at this. If you can't really see a good visual here while I'm showing it to you guys, Explore Club, yeah, learn from the smart and famous. This is crazy. Entrepreneur, engineering, celebrities. You can enroll today. Free large group classes. Guys, just check this out. One-on-one private tutoring. Even the pricing for that was really reasonable. And small group classes, look, they told me that the class is going to be small, but I'm just showing y'all, bits and pieces of what's going on. And I love the free self-study. That's so amazing. They'll have access to the lab, to study, to catch up on some of the work or lessons that he'll be given throughout this tutoring process. Guys, remember, this is not a sponsorship video. I found them online here in the DMV area. Just check them out. Hopefully they do other states, or maybe they could recommend you to someone else. Look at this. Kimberly, elementary educator. You got college tutor, instructor. You got people that are professionally certified to be tutoring and things like that, So yeah, go check them out. They got good reviews and stuff. They're guaranteed. Yeah, just going strolling back up in here. Yeah, guys, go check them out. The link is going to be below. I think this is going to be very successful. I really like this. Hope they can help you out in your state. If not, hope they can recommend you to a tutoring website or something that's something like theirs. But again, just do what I did, tutoring in my state or tutoring near me or tutoring in your area. I did tutoring in the DC area, and this is the first thing that popped up with me, and I really like it. I think Jack's gonna be very successful in this. Again, to me, I thought the pricing was very reasonable, and yeah. Okay, guys, I'm back. Ooh, I had to get that nose together, y'all. What's gonna do to my bag? Boy, just take a sip. You always want to sip out of something. Hurry up. I'm scared. It's hot. Yes, it's warm. I'm scared. It might burn me. No, it's not that hot no more. Oh my God, I'm scared. Oh my God. Take it, Jackson. It's just sour. It has a punch because there's no honey. It's no nothing. It's just straight. And no, boo. No. Is he crazy? Why they always want what you got? What in the world? So that's why I decided to homeschool my son, to make it more better for me. And if I could spend all this money on Amazon, I could take that, turn the AC on, I could take that same money, stop spending on Amazon, and invest into my son's education, which is a lot cheaper than a traditional private school with that he probably would still have to go in. And I'm telling you, because I tried to do that K-12, they some bull. Hollering is free. Ain't nothing free in this world, y'all. Because when you do go to it, all the free classes or free schools gone, they automatically take you over to private schools for payment. I don't know, but I was like, no. Excuse me. Yeah, so anybody know any Facebook groups dealing with homeschool for older kids? Please, older children, please let me know. I am going to go on Facebook and try to find something. Or if not, maybe I can start my own Facebook group, homeschooling for teenagers, just so that I had someone to go through with my experience with homeschooling. And I like the hours that we're working with, because it's hard to make these men go sleep at night and want to get up late. So yeah, and I also learned that a lot of homeschool people said that a lot of homeschool moms, said break out that traditional schooling format that you have in your head. Break away from that traditional schooling, because it's not going to work. When you're doing homeschool, it's unconditional. It's you setting up your own program and letting the children actually, like one of the classes that I'm about to do that's very interesting that Jackson's going to do is that what is it that he want to be? What is it that he want to do in his life? So I want to try to focus that as a lesson learned. Like, what is it that he want to do, and make that a class, so that he could make him do research on it, what it takes to become that, what type of level of education you got to have, what type of experience you got to have. And I'm actually going to make that a class to work that up with, that he could do an essay on it, step by step, the breakdown of what it takes to do this. And so, because when they're interested in something, they'll focus more. So try to make them learn more about whatever their hobby is, or learn more about whatever they decide they may. I know with kids, they changed up quick, oh, I want to do this and I want to do that. But, with teenagers right now, at the age he's 16, he may be more in tune on exactly is what he want to do. So that's the focus I'm going to go in with him, as far as like an extra class or extra activity, is that, whatever you want to do, tell me what you want to do with your life. Research it. Show me what it is, what you got to do to get there, and we're gonna work on it and let him, study it. And if we could take a trip somewhere, and some type of field trip to take him to the, so he could see what it takes to do it. Say, I don't know what he want to do. Say if he wanted to be a police officer or something, maybe I could arrange him to go to a police station and see what it is to take to be a police officer or a fire department. Be able to take him to show him the reality of what he want to do or be. I don't know, y'all. This homeschool thing is new to me. If you like what you just saw and the reason why I'm homeschooling my child, comment below if you think I gave a good enough reason. At the end of the day, it's gonna be my reason anyway. Well, not trying to be not trying to be smart any day. At the end of the day, I feel so that my reason is good enough because it's all about safety with everything is going on. And if you decide to homeschool your child, hey, check with your school superintendent office. Apply for the homeschool papers. Do what you got to do. And I am going to put the link in below to the tutoring company that I am using. They may do other states. I don't know for sure. But yes, I'm going to put the tutoring. I'm going to put in the link to Pure Beauty Tips. Pure Beauty Tips. This particular recipe video is what I'm going to put in the description so y'all can check it out. With that being said, like, share, subscribe, Soul Squad. Until my next vlog, I love you guys. I'm out.